Lucky Boys Podcast.
So you lived in Israel for 3 years.
I lived there.
And what was it like for an Asian American?
So I'm actually
Israel?
the first Korean American certified for Krav Maga and counterterrorism in all of Israel. So it was very interesting. They always ask me like, "What are you doing here? Like, who are you? You're from China?" And like, "Are you lost?"
Right.
And so the Korean Tiger nickname for me actually originated in Israel. They would ask me, these soldiers would ask me, what is a Korean tiger doing in the deserts of Israel, deserts of the Middle East?
Wow, interesting. Yeah. So were you already studying and training at that point?
Yeah.
Or did you had to make a decision, a pretty hard decision of just like focusing on one over the other?
So it was gradual. I guess the process was gradual because I already invested in the medical school, the process. So half my time would be studying and the other time would be training. Obviously, I would have to focus on my medical school at first so I could pass all my exams to keep going. But my interest and passion always lied in the martial arts. And I knew I was in Israel mostly to get that degree, to get that instructor's degree.
You did, in the back of your mind, you knew you was going to make that pivot.
Yeah, I knew I had to. I was miserable studying in the library over like 9 hours a day, sometimes sleeping in the library. I would be shadowboxing at 3 a.m. after memorizing all these flashcards on pathology and whatnot, and all these diseases, pharmacology, taking
That'd
classes.
be great. That's like taking it right out of a movie scene, right?
No,
That's pretty cool.
I was miserable. I was miserable. Like, there was my friends would make fun of me because I would just be in the library till 3, 4 a.m. and you see a whole layout of all PowerPoint presentations, textbooks out. And then I would have like, after 40 minutes of straight studying, I would take, 5 minutes break shadowboxing. And I still have some videos of my friends sending me of me shadowboxing in the library outside.
So you were built for this, man. This is like in you.
Yeah, it made me mentally strong for sure. That's why when I train with high level athletes even today, or when I compete, I'm not really scared, because I already been through hell and back.
Right.
Or what can my opponent do to me? It's just gonna punch and kick me, and knee me.
Right. So is there a certain point where you like, oh snap, I'm wasting a lot of my money and my time into something. I'm pouring it all in on my education that I won't be using in what I really want to do in life.
Yeah. So I remember the exact day. I was in the library in the main campus in Beersheba. I was with a couple of my buddies, studying for one of our last exams, and I thought to myself, I'm not happy. I wake up every day. Only thing I look forward to is training after class. Even while I'm in class, I'm not really paying much attention. I'm always thinking about, what am I going to do the next training session? How am I going to get this Krav Maga counterterrorism degree? I was more concerned about my testing, my Krav Maga testing and like martial arts testing than my actual medical school exams.
As soon as, and I want to share this story, and this is a story that just happened as I met you today.
Yeah.
So I'm walking in, and you're training 2 students already, and I could just see the look on your face. It's like I could see like, this is what you want to do. It's not intense, but it just seems like you're comfortable in this space, and this is what you want to do. And when you meet people, when you see that they're not interested in something, or they're miserable, they're just going through the motions to pay the bills or whatever it is, because they invested so much of their time already, you can see that look. It's in there. It's all over their face. And as soon as I come in, I look at the 2 guys you were training. They look exhausted but happy.
Yeah.
Happily exhausted. And then I look at you. You're very content, satisfied, balanced. And the energy, as soon as I walked in, was welcoming, number 1. So thank you for that.
No problem.
And number 2, everybody was just super chill.
Yeah.
Everybody was super chill. And I thought to myself, like, okay, this is a guy that is super passionate about what he does. And it shows the energy, the feeling. It's refreshing when you do meet people that follow the path. And now you're sharing your backstory of how you came up to this point. it's I have even more of a respect for you because a lot of the times people will take what happened to their past and continue that negative trend and use that as an excuse to knock everybody else down.
You know, like I sacrificed so much to be here. You know, I traveled the world to get proper training, you know, and I do this. I train for hours a day. I've hard work, sweat, tears, blood. Had my whole family against me, saying that I'm crazy. You know, had my family cut me off completely when I made that transition to full-time martial arts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they weren't happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Especially your whole like you were bred to be something else.
Yeah, I was bred to be something else, and it just didn't make me happy. You know, I didn't wake up excited for it.
You got to be true to yourself.
Yeah, I have to be true to myself.
Good for you.
Even though I invested like hundreds of thousands of dollars in my medical education, at the end of the day, you know, if I were to die tomorrow, I wouldn't be happy with myself.